What's up everybody, JD here, and we are talking Bleach today. Bleach this week was pretty dope. It was pretty interesting. I'm gonna give it some credit finally, but it's the same thing from last week, just a little bit more extended. Basically, it's a 5-minute episode that's gonna come out. Oh no, it's not gonna come out, because Bleach ended the series. I'm looking at you, Kubo. I'm looking at you. But yeah, this chapter is basically just the fight continued, you know? We get Unohana fighting against your boy Kenpachi. Kenpachi starts off talking about, I don't know why I keep going unconscious. This is ridiculous, but it feels so good. It feels like nostalgic, blah, 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 blah. And he says, I haven't gone unconscious since this one time. And then we get a flashback of him as a child. Him as a child against Unohana. I thought that they fought like when they were both grown-ups, like first day in the Gotai 13 Academy. But no. They go to a flashback where Unohana's out with like her vice captain, and the vice captain's telling her, Sir, we can't find any more dead people to fight you. There's no one else out here on the outskirts of the Siriete. You're just too strong. And then you see like a big old pile of dead bodies, corpses, and he's like, how many more corpses will you add to the pile? And then she's like, corpses? What? And I don't even know if she made that pile. I think that somebody else made it. And the next thing you know, she looks at the top of the mountain of corpses, and you see Kenpachi as a baby, and he's like up there just waiting with his sword. I don't know how he got that sword, or how did a boy get to the battlefield, but he's up there. So Unohana sees him and he jumps at her, and next thing you know, he like starts fighting her and she's not ready and all this crap. And that's the first fight they had, and that's how she got that little scar on her neck that she wraps up with her hair to hide. And that's how he got his scar on his eye. I got something in my eyeball. Yeah, so she sits back and she's like, it goes from a flashback of Kenpachi's voice over to Unohana's voice, and she's sitting back talking about how, I had no idea that my one battle that would make me feel like I finally found a peer would be against a mere child. And then Kenpachi is basically just ridiculously strong at a young age. Like, he's like 9 years old, she's like 23. I don't know how it works in Shimigami years or whatever, but he's a boy, she's a grown-up. He goes at her with such like just anger and belligerency, I don't think that's a word, that he cuts her in the neck, he slices her up a little bit, she slices him a little bit, and then you get like a final panel where they're both standing across from each other and she's almost dead. She's like, this boy is strong, we should call for backup. What do you mean there's no backup? And he's like, and the next thing you know, I think that is where her sin comes from, because from that moment on, Kenpachi realizes that was the strongest person that he's ever fought as a boy. And he basically shackled his power from then on, you know? He basically suppressed it, and he said, I don't want to kill the guy or the girl. I don't want to kill the only girl or person that gave me a good 5-minute fight, you know what I'm saying, because everybody else died after 2 seconds. So I think maybe that panel shows that maybe Kenpachi maybe got cut down, went unconscious, then when he woke up later, maybe Unohana showed him to, you know, head captain, and maybe they said we should make this boy a captain and all this cool stuff. Maybe he's a Hitsugaya. I don't know, part 1. I don't know. I'm just saying that might have happened in the past. That's maybe why he didn't end up killing her, because, you know, what was stopping him. And then she said that was my sin because she said he put shackles on. And it kind of makes sense, you know. She was like, how come you only barely lost to Ichigo Kurosaki in the beginning of the whole story? How come you only slightly beat that guy Nioria? I can't pronounce his name, but he has like 4 or 5 arms with the moon scythes and all that stuff. He was a Arankar. And then, you know, how come you only I don't know what else. How come he got whooped by Jewelbox clone? How about that? That's part of it. Yeah, you got whooped, and yet you should be stronger than Jewelbox himself, the way they're trying to portray this. And, you know, she just gets through a whole bunch of flashbacks and she says that's my sin. And you know, what's his name keeps going in and out of consciousness. He thinks, you know, Kenpachi's like, man, I keep falling asleep a lot, and she's like, no, I'm killing you. Basically, she keeps killing him, and every time she kills him, he thinks he goes unconscious, and then she revives him because she's like the healing teacher also. And after reviving him, you know, she kills him, revives him, kills him, revives him, kills him. Kind of like how he gets stronger every time he comes back from the dead. and she's hoping eventually he will come back to the place where he was at as a boy, where he had no restraints, no limitations, just straight up gutso, son. So that's basically the whole chapter if you really look at it. That her sin, I think, is the fact that maybe, you know, she is the reason that he limited himself, or maybe she, I don't know, killed a friend of his back when he was a boy or something. Maybe that's why he attacked her. But that's like the whole chapter. That's the whole thing. It's like a little snippet of like a cool fight that would be on the TV show if we still had the TV show going on, which, thanks Kubo, no more TV show, huh? No more Bleach. Alright, but yeah, that's like the whole chapter. And oh, and like the last panel, you see that her eyes open up as if Kenpachi finally realizes how strong he is, but I don't think he's learned it so fast, you know? I don't think he would. Because like I believe that's what like the chambers in the 46 chambers, when Kyoraku went and talked to them about getting his power up, they were talking about, if you make him too powerful, he might become a threat. Which I believe. So if he's this strong, according to how they're talking, he might be stronger than Aizen, stronger than Jewelbach, stronger than Matsumoto, what's his name? Yamamoto, head captain, old head captain. Who knows? His power is limitless. I don't know. But yeah, that's the whole chapter, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How do you feel about Kenpachi dying all the time just to get stronger? It's kind of weak to me. And that's it. Leave your comments below. I give this chapter a 8 out of 10. It was good, but it's the same thing over and over. We just got some explanations this chapter. Chapstick, Chappelle, Champs. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Alright guys, catch you later. Peace.